You know how some Instagram profiles they just work. You land there, you
Yeah.
instantly get it, and maybe you even like hit follow right
Mm.
away. What's the secret there? A lot of the time, it's actually those first few lines you see the bio.
That little bit of text, yeah.
So if you've ever thought, how can I make my Instagram bio pull its weight and get me more followers? Well, you're definitely in the right place. Welcome to the deep dive.
Glad to be here.
And hey, just quickly, if you're looking for other ways to maybe give your social media profiles a bit of a boost, you can check out a resource like rapidboost.net. Might be worth exploring alongside these strategies.
Good point. So yeah, today we're really getting into the weeds on the Instagram bio. We've looked at, expert advice, real examples, trying to figure out what actually makes a bio effective.
Right.
And the idea is to give you the tools, basically, to turn that small space into something that really helps you grow your audience.
Exactly. We're not just talking about generic tips here. This is about understanding the why
Yeah.
behind what makes a bio connect. So let's kick things off. Why is this bio section so much more than just a description?
Well, it's easy to just think of it as, here's who I am. But it's really more like your profile's first handshake, isn't it?
Sets the tone.
Yeah, it sets expectations. It signals what kind of content, what kind of connection people can expect if they follow you. And the research suggests you've got maybe 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Wow.
Yeah, 6 seconds to make that good impression. It's basically your elevator pitch for the scrolling generation.
Okay, 6 seconds to grab someone and convince them you're worth their time. That sounds intense. But the data backs it up,
Right.
right? We've seen numbers saying clear, really targeted bios, they can get like a 30% higher conversion.
That's what some studies suggest, yeah. A 30% higher rate of turning profile visitors into actual followers. That's huge just from optimizing a few lines of text.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because everyone landing there is basically asking, even if subconsciously, okay, what's in this for me? Why should I bother following?
Precisely. Your bio has to answer that question, and fast.
Which leads us straight into the value proposition, I suppose.
Exactly. That's the core of it. A really effective bio isn't just like a list of your hobbies or job titles. It's about clearly stating the value you offer to your ideal follower.
Right. Not just who you are, but
But why they should care. What problem do you solve for them? What benefit do you provide?
yeah, that shift is key. I saw one source contrast, like fitness enthusiasts sharing workouts versus something like helping busy moms find 15-minute home workouts.
A big difference.
The first one's about you, the creator.
Hmm.
The second one speaks directly to a specific person with a specific need. It's about them.
Totally. It becomes a magnet for the right people. Your bio acts almost like a filter, pulling in the folks who genuinely connect with what you offer.
So you need to speak their language.
You do. Use the words, the hashtags, maybe even the emojis that resonate with them. A B2B consultant's bio is going to sound totally different from a travel vlogger's or like a meme account's.
Makes sense. Each one needs that tailored message.
Yeah, think about someone like at The Budget Mom. Her bio is super clear, helping you live your best life on a budget. You know exactly what you're getting.
Right. Tips, tools, inspiration for managing money.
Exactly. And that clarity attracts a really engaged audience because they know they've found what they're looking for.
Okay, so we've established the why, the importance of that value prop. Let's get into the nitty-gritty now, the how. What are the actual components of a bio that converts?
All right, let's break it down. First up, your username and that name field.
Ah, yeah, the bold text at the
It's the
top.
one. Your username is your handle, sure, but the name field, that's searchable on Instagram.
Oh, interesting. So you should put keywords there.
Definitely. It's prime real estate. If your username is, say, Bliss Bake Shop, your name field could be Bliss Bakery Vegan Desserts. That helps people find you when they search for vegan desserts, not just your brand name.
Smart. Okay, so name field optimized. What about the main bio text? The 150 characters?
Every single character counts there. You need clear, keyword-rich language, the terms your ideal followers might actually type into search.
And keep it simple. Right, no jargon.
Please, no jargon. Unless your audience is highly specialized, keep it clear and accessible. Conciseness is key.
What about emojis? Are they just fluff or do they actually help?
Oh, they definitely help. Think of them as visual bullet points. They break up the text,
Yeah.
add personality.
Guide the eye, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. They can point to your call to action or highlight key services.
Right.
A dumbbell for fitness, a little plane for travel. It adds visual interest and conveys meaning quickly.
Okay, makes sense.
Perfect.
And then the call to action, the CTA.
Crucial. We need to move beyond just link in bio. That's too passive.
So be more specific.
Much more specific. Tell people exactly what you want them to do. Tap below for your free guide arch, or DM me INFO for details, or even just follow for daily tips.
Right. Give them a clear next step,
Mm-hmm. And if community is your goal, think about a branded hashtag.
like putting your own unique tag in the bio.
Yeah. Feature it there. Encourage people to use it when they post related content. It builds user-generated content, creates a hub. Think of hashtag #SheTravels from @FemaleTravelers. It becomes a community identifier.
Nice. Okay, and those extra buttons, email, call.
Ah, yes, for business or creator accounts, definitely use those if they're relevant. Email, call, directions, they just make it super easy for people to connect professionally, reduces friction.
Adds legitimacy too,
Oh,
probably.
sure, signals you're serious.
Okay, so that covers the words and buttons. What about making it visually appealing or easy to read?
Good question. Formatting is huge. Please don't just have a solid block of text.
We use line breaks.
Yes, use vertical spacing, maybe even bullet points using emojis or symbols to make key info pop. Make it scannable. People read differently online. There are even external tools that help you add line breaks properly for Instagram.
Gotcha. Keep it easy on the eyes. And the tone should match too, right?
Absolutely. Your bio is often the very first taste someone gets of your brand's voice. Is it witty, authoritative, super friendly? That needs to come through. Think of, like, @dude_with_sign, instantly punchy and irreverent.
Yeah, you know what to expect. And the profile photo.
Also key. It's not in the bio, but it's right next to it. Make sure it's clear, high quality, and matches the promise of your bio. If you're making finance fun, maybe don't use a super stiff corporate headshot.
Good point. Consistency. And what about highlights, those circles below the bio?
They're like bonus bio space. Use them strategically to expand on what your bio mentions. Things like start here, maybe testimonials, FAQs, details about services.
So they support the bio's message.
Exactly. Curate them. Don't just have tons of random ones. Make them clear and purposeful.
Okay, that all makes sense for crafting the bio itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned search earlier, SEO, on Instagram. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's becoming more important. Instagram isn't Google, obviously, but it is searchable. And your bio is a key place. Instagram looks for clues about your account.
So how do we optimize for that, beyond just using keywords in the text?
Well, the main thing is getting your primary keyword, the absolute most important term you want to be found for, in 2 places. That searchable name field we talked about.
A bold one.
Right. And also naturally within the bio text itself. So if you're a plant-based chef, get plant-based chef in both spots if you can make it sound natural. That doubles your chances.
Okay, primary keyword covered. What else?
Think about secondary keywords or synonyms. If your main term is bakery, maybe also include related words like desserts, cakes, treats, cupcakes, things people might search for instead.
Broaden the net a bit.
Exactly. And don't forget location, if that's relevant.
Yep.
If you're a local business, like a hairstylist, London, put London right in your bio or name field.
Does that actually work for local search?
Apparently, yes. We saw data suggesting profiles mentioning a location are something like 23% more likely to be found by people searching locally. It makes sense.
Okay, good tip for local businesses.
Mm.
And that one link we get, the website link, how do we make the most of that?
Yeah, you only get one clickable link, so make it count. Make sure it directly relates to your current call to action.
So if the CTA is download the guide, the link goes to the guide.
Precisely. Or it could go to your latest product, a specific landing page, or maybe use a link in bio tool like Linktree if you need to point people to multiple places.
Linktree, right? Those aggregate links.
Mm-hmm. But the key is keep it updated. If your promotion changes, change the link. Don't let it get stale.
Makes sense. Okay, we've covered a lot of best practices. What about the flip side? What are the big mistakes people make? The things to definitely avoid?
Oh, number 1 is probably just being super generic. You know, dog lover,
Yep.
dreamer, coffee addict.
Yeah. Doesn't tell you much of value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't give anyone a reason to follow from a content perspective.
Right.
Another big one is stuffing the bio with tons of hashtags.
But I thought hashtags were good.
1 or 2 branded hashtags that you're actively building a community around. Fine. But filling it with generic, non-searchable hashtags just looks cluttered and doesn't really help discovery in the bio itself. Use those in your captions.
Okay, limit hashtags in the bio. What else?
Weak CTAs. Just saying, check our website is meh. It's passive.
Be direct. Tell them what to do.
Yes. And also forgetting to update it. Your bio should evolve as your account or business does. If you launch something new, update your bio.
Right, it's not set and forget.
Definitely not. And finally, ignoring your insights. Instagram gives you data on profile visits, link clicks. Use that data to see what's working, what's not.
Okay, so tracking is important. It sounds like this isn't just a one-off fix, but more like an ongoing thing.
Totally. It's a process of refinement.
So could you walk us through like a step-by-step process someone could follow to optimize their bio?
Sure, let's make it practical. Step 1. Audit your current bio. Honestly. Is it clear? Does it say what you do and for whom? Keywords. Strong CTA.
Okay, self-assessment first.
Yep. Step 2. Identify your keywords. What terms would your ideal follower search for? Use Instagram search, look at competitors, maybe even Google Trends.
Do your keyword homework.
Right. Step 3. Rewrite it. Focus on clarity, personality, get those keywords in naturally, use line breaks, maybe some relevant emojis like we discussed.
Make it readable and keyword rich. Got it.
Step 4. Optimize that name field, put a keyword there with your name brand, and check your profile pic, does it align?
Okay.
Step 5. Nail down that strong, specific CTA and choose your link strategy, direct link, or link tool. Make a conscious choice.
Right, connect the CTA and the link.
Step 6. Test and track. This is key. Look at your Instagram insights. Maybe try tweaking the CTA 1 month, see if linked clicks change. A/B test if you can.
Experiment a little.
And finally, step 7. Schedule regular check-ins. Maybe once a month, just glance at your bio. Does it still accurately reflect your focus? Keep it fresh.
That's a really clear framework.
Yeah.
7 steps. Do we have an example of someone who did this and saw results?
Yeah, there was a good case study at Plant Therapy Essentials. Their bio started off pretty basic.
Okay.
Then they really honed in on their audience, people into natural wellness, aromatherapy. They rewrote the bio with keywords like essential oils, natural remedies, added a clear CTA to get a free guide, used some nice formatting.
And what happened?
They saw a really noticeable jump in profile visits converting into followers. People landing on the profile were more likely to follow because the bio instantly told them, yes, this is what I'm looking for.
That's powerful. Shows that a targeted bio really can attract the right people and drive growth.
Absolutely. It makes a tangible difference.
So as we kind of wrap this up, what's the main thing you want listeners to take away about their Instagram bio today?
I think the biggest thing is that an optimized bio isn't just like a small detail anymore. For growing on Instagram in 2024, it's pretty fundamental.
Actually foundational.
Yeah. And remember, clarity and value trump just trying to be clever or funny, usually. Focus on what you offer and who you offer it to, and make that call to action crystal clear.
Solid advice. So listeners, your task is clear. Go look at your Instagram bio right now, maybe. Use these ideas, be critical, find areas to improve, and actually make those changes. Don't just think about it.
Treat it like an ongoing project, not a one-time task.
Exactly. And maybe a final thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah, maybe think about this. How can those 150 characters, crafted just right, act as a powerful filter? How can they attract exactly the audience you want, the people who will actually engage, and repel those who aren't a good fit?
Ooh, you like that. A filter.
What's the one specific transformation or benefit your bio could promise to your ideal follower? If you can nail that, you're well on your way.